Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a setup tour, but before we get into the setup tour, I just want to say that the reason I'm even making this video is because I'm just kind of documenting where we were at in the first week of 2022. Some of you might care about the peripherals and all that stuff, but really this is like time stamping a point in time, and we're gonna look back at this and hopefully be much further ahead. Literally recording this from my phone so you guys can see what camera I'm using and all that stuff. But yeah, I'm gonna run through my setup. Hopefully you guys learn something and know that you can do whatever you want with whatever you have, as long as you make the most use out of it. You don't have to have the best of everything to make good content, to make good videos, to play your best game. You can literally make something out of nothing. I know you guys probably heard that 1,000 million times, but it's true. Like, as long as you are resourceful and use what you have, you can upgrade later on if you make good use of what you have at the time. My setup wasn't designed to be perfect, to hide wires, to end up on some sort of beautiful setup video. This is literally a day in and day out productivity, workflow setup, and gaming setup. Like, I'm not trying to show off and make my setup seem like it's the nicest thing ever, but it's what I use day in and day out to make gaming and YouTube creation possible. This is it, guys. This is where the magic happens. This chair is the throne to a gaming YouTube creation video making machine right here. We'll go from right to left, I guess. We'll walk through this and I'll show you guys kind of what I have going on here. There's a lot of personality in my setup. Like, I'm into a lot of different things, and I feel like I express it throughout this setup. It's not trying to match a color or like an aesthetic. I mean, it is a little bit, but it's really it really comes down to just representing me in many different ways. So we'll start here. We got the newer ring light. You can get one of these on Amazon. The brand is right down there, newer with 2 E's. This is a great ring light here. This one's actually adjustable, so we have the you know, you can change how bright or whatever. Down there, I'm gonna start with this plug here. I'll even talk about wire management because I feel like people worry so much about wire management, but in a workflow environment where you're actually using your setup every day, sometimes wire management gets crazy. So that's unplugged right there is actually my this is what gives my this is a power line adapter. This is what gives the PC internet, since I don't have a wireless receiver, or I don't have Wi-Fi in my computer. Basically, when we built it, we didn't put anything for it to receive Wi-Fi. I used to use like some antenna thing, but I don't use it anymore. Anyway, in the ring light, I have my camera. This is a Canon M50, a DSLR. I swapped this. I've been using this one mainly because this one has a flip out screen. As you can see, it's plugged in to this right here, which is the Booga headset stand. Yeah, the Booga headset stand from Five Below. That is what that's plugged into, and that's plugged into my computer down here, and that basically sends the video signal to the camera, and it's what allows me to use the camera when I'm making videos on my computer in OBS. I also have a, where is it? Is it plugged in? That is a wire that keeps the camera on at all times. There's a battery in there. It's like a dummy battery. It plugs into the wall and it keeps your camera on at all times. So if you're streaming or making videos, the camera will never shut off. So that's really good. Bro, this headset right here is the MVP for most goated headset of all time. I've had this for like more than 5 years, I want to say. It's really old, and it falls, it's traveled, it's gone through hell and back, and it's still standing. These are, I believe, look at it, doesn't even have the number anymore. 400 Rigs 400. I forgot the brand that even makes this. Something Pantromic, I don't remember what the brand is. But these are like my go-tos. They're not the loudest or like the best headphones, but they're very durable. But yeah, those are the headphones, Pantronics for 400 rigs, I think they're called. Look them up if you want. They're not the best. I'm not even gonna recommend them. I'll recommend them for durability. But moving on, let's see here. We have the mic arm. This mic arm was actually a gift from a friend that no longer needed it, and I've made good use of it. I used to use a blue snowball on it. I've upgraded to a Shure SM58. This mic is amazing. I don't have a cover or a pop filter or anything like that. I've thought about getting one, but as far as, you know, I've used it so long without it that I don't really care enough to get it. We got the Shure strap that comes with the mic. This is an XLR mic, so obviously I have my XLR cable wired in all the way through the back. Crazy ass wire management back here, but it plugs into that front right there. That's the Scarlett Solo Focusrite. I forgot what those are called. Interface. That's the interface it's plugged into, and I can basically control the volume of the mic and stuff right there. And since I am showing this back here, I do use this backside, this window area, to put a lot of the wires back here. There's a light back here so I can see what I'm doing. There's another light over there. Sometimes those lights help illuminate this side of the room. I used to have some RGB lights that did the same thing. Also, those lights do change colors and are compatible with Google Home. I have a Google Home back here, but lately those are not connected because I have some new internet and there's like some issue with it. But when I do need to light up the area or see back there, I do have this light here. My sister actually got this as a gift for me a while ago, and this is not even the original intended purpose of those bulbs. Those used to be on my fan in my room back home in Florida, but obviously now they're just sitting on top of a Booga stand, lighting up the cables and lighting up this area back here for videos. Google Home I use it for music and things like that. I got a webcam back there that I don't really use, but if I need multiple angles, sometimes I might use it. There's a lot of cables leading to the back of the PlayStation back there, and the Xbox and the Switch, and this also travels to the back of this TV over here. There's a lot of wires and stuff hiding back there, and from this angle you can't really see them, but it is actually chaos back there. That's the Ultralight 2. I've used it for a lot of videos. You guys probably seen it by now, but I absolutely love this thing. It's been chewed on by cats on the cable. It's fell down a few times, but it's really good. I really like this mouse, and it's not actually white. It's like a cream color and orange, which is an interesting colorway for a mouse, but I mean, it stands out in the setup with this crazy flower mouse pad. The mouse pad is a Takashi Murakami collab with FaZe Clan, obviously. Mostly for the look of it. It's a pretty smooth mouse pad. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm sure there's better mouse pads out there. My absolute favorite mouse pad that I've had is the Thor pad by X-Ray Pads. And if you don't know what that is, just look it up. X-Ray Pads, Thor pad. It's a really good mouse pad. It's really smooth. I used to love the material, but now I have this one just because I like Takashi Murakami, blue, and associated with FaZe Clan, which, I mean, doesn't really need an introduction. We have an Xbox controller here. It's plugged in to the Series S over there. This is the Series S controller. It's probably dirty, but I mean, I do use it a lot. I use this one for PC when I'm playing Rocket League and stuff like that. I was playing Halo Infinite multiplayer just now. My other mouse is the Ninja Air 58. I don't use this one anymore because it's been broken twice. This is actually a replacement from the first one I had, which that my brother broke on the scroll wheel. This one has the same issue. The scroll wheel doesn't work anymore, but it's still an iconic mouse associated to Ninja, one of the most iconic people on the internet when it comes to Twitch, gaming, and Fortnite. So very first experience I had with a lightweight mouse, but the size isn't ideal, and I ended up liking the Ultralight 2 much more in the end. It's my go-to, and yeah, it's just a better mouse. I like this one more, but I'll still keep this one around when I need to play like PlayStation or Xbox, or just to look at it sometimes. It is a nice mouse. All right, let's move on. My monitor is a 24-inch Scepter monitor. If you never heard of the brand, that's okay. I don't usually tend to hold brands or judge things because of it's an unknown brand. I can't really complain about this monitor. Look how thin it is. It has all the ports I need, DPI, like 3 HDMIs. It goes up to 165 hertz. It works on the Xbox Series S, and the PlayStation to support 120 hertz. So if you have any questions about the monitor, go ahead and let me know. Might make a separate video as well about the monitor specifically. But yeah, can't complain. It's a great monitor. It's an IPS monitor. The colors pop. It's good for editing. And I mean, it's not 4K, it's 1080, but I mainly play my games in 1080. My computer is not 4K ready, so it serves its purpose, and I am actually happy with this at the moment. Over here, I have a 60 hertz monitor, a lot older. This is from when I started playing my games on a monitor on the PS4. I don't even have a PS4 anymore. Traded it in to get a Nintendo Switch OLED. Talk about that in a second. But wallpaper here is from Wallpaper Engine. I do have people asking me where I get my wallpapers from. Wallpaper Engine's like a $4 app on Steam. So if you want some cool wallpapers designed by other people that make great art, go ahead and check out Wallpaper Engine. This is a Juice WRLD wallpaper. Obviously, I'm a huge fan, love his music. Not for the reasons people think. It's not because he glorified drugs and did all this crazy stuff and died. And no, it's because he made great music, and through all of that struggle, mental struggle, drug addiction, and anything else that was bad that happened to him, he still came out on top, became rich, became successful, and overcame a lot of these struggles that he dealt with internally. But yeah, a man who publicized his vulnerabilities and was still a GOAT, that is insane to me, so I have a lot of respect there. RIP Juice WRLD. Let's move on. I have a lo-fi wallpaper here on this screen, also from Wallpaper Engine. And the reason I have this lo-fi thing is because it kind of matches the color scheme, but on top of that, this is like a lo-fi channel. Like, we just chill, talk about games, teach you guys about what these consoles can do, and like, it's just dope. They got rain falling, it's a vibe. Underneath that, this one's actually mounted to this arm, the right one is, so this actually like extends frontward, backward, you can lift it up. I used to have it raised up, and sometimes I do move it up and stuff, but right now it's like leveled out with the other one. I had a third monitor which broke when I moved here, but this one is actually not mounted to that pole right there. As you can see, this one's like floating right there. This one's not. This one's stuck to the desk. But we got the lo-fi background. We got the 60 hertz. That's like the lesser powerfuler one. But the colors on this thing are kind of nice. This one's plugged into one of these consoles. Probably that. I don't know. Underneath that, I have the journal. This is actually the latest addition to the YouTube journey. This is like the YouTube journal. You know what? I might publish that one day and mass produce it. I don't know. By the time I reach the last page, like, this is gonna be filled with a journey worth noting. You know what I mean? Like, I write in here inspirational stuff. I just got it this year. I just want to document the whole journey, what it's like to be a small content creator, and what it's like to succeed in a journey that is less probable to succeed by. Why is this cat meowing? But yeah, that's the journal. It was actually a gift from my sister this Christmas. I wanted it to write in it when I felt like I needed to document certain things that I'm thinking about, ideas, and taking note of where I'm at certain points during this whole content creation, YouTuber, gamer journey. So it's very important to me, and I hope that it's filled with a lot of crazy, factual, deep, in-depth stories and motivational writings one day. But yeah, it's good to write and to get into your mind and motivate yourself to do better, and also look back later on to realize how far you've come. Moving on to the keyboard, I do have a Duck U12 Mini. The reason I originally got this keyboard was because of Tfue and because of Fortnite. It takes up a lot less room on the mouse side of things. You have a lot more room over here. You do have to do some function magic to make certain things work. It's not great for editing, but it is comfortable, and I do really like it. Lately, it's been giving me some trouble, sometimes putting 3 letters when I only type 1. It's very sensitive, it has red switches, but overall, I can't complain. I do like this keyboard. It's wired, it has a USB-C connection. I might be upgrading the keyboard this year, who knows? There's a Duck U13 Mini out now, so we'll see. Over here, I have the Nintendo Switch OLED. I have quite a journey with this Nintendo Switch OLED. Made 2 videos on it, didn't do so great. Turns out my fans on YouTube aren't the craziest about Nintendo Switch, but fun fact, I actually used to worship and play Switch a lot on the channel way before the PS5, which is what really took the channel off of its feet. I used to play Smash, did a Smash tournament, got rated by Failboat, who is a Nintendo-esque streamer and content creator. So that was really cool. And so, yeah, I got the Nintendo Switch OLED. It has these Zelda Joy-Cons on it. Did a lot of trades for this Switch. Traded a whole ass PS4 for it. And there it is. I play Metroid on it from time to time. Can't wait for Pokemon Arceus to come out. And obviously Breath of the Wild 2 is the main reason I got this thing. I'm prepping just for that game. Joy-Cons are really nice here. These straps are actually from the Zelda ones. That is plugged into something back here to one of the monitors. I don't know. The Xbox Series S, which I also love and praise all the time. I tell all of you guys that you guys should get one. If you can't find a Series X and you want to play Halo Infinite, this is a perfect machine to do so. Like, you can play a bunch of Game Pass games on it. It's a great machine. Watch my video on why I think it's worth it if you want to know more about that. PS5 is in rest mode. Also, everything here is plugged in to something. I also have a cable that travels all the way to the TV that is behind that ring light over there. Back to the PS5 here. I have the PS5, the charger with the red controller, and the minimalistic looking 3D Pulse audio headset. They're like $100. They're not the most spectacular thing ever, but they do sound pretty good on the PS5. They have pretty good 3D audio, and I love that they're wireless. Battery life is pretty good, and I mainly use them when I'm only playing PS5 with PS5 people and not on Discord or anything like that. And I do rest them on there like if this was a headphone stand. All right, hopefully it doesn't fall. I do have a candle here, big candle guy. I love adding vibes with candles. Smells good. It's cool. Got a tech deck here. Some people have fidget spinners, and I have tech decks. So this one was actually a Christmas gift, and my last one broke. I don't know. I have a thing for tech decks. It's an ongoing joke, and they're cool. Have a bunch of batteries, adapters. This is, I think, for the 3D Pulse headset for the PS5. It's not plugged in right now. This is the SD card and how I am able to edit the footage on my computer. This is an adapter to put the footage in. I gotta keep that handy. Gotta keep most of these things handy because they're important. Controllers, some cookies back there, some Yeezy boxes that I use as drawers so that I can store stuff in. So I can actually pull these drawers out. I'm not gonna do it right now. There's a poetry book right there. There's a what is that? Headphones, cookies, Pokemon, Oreos. Over here I have a record player. Let's actually start this shelf from the top. So R.I.P. Jack Jack. It's my cat that died. Got a Grogu doll. Got a No Jumper Adam. What are they called? Kendamas. A Polaroid. A cool plant that falls down this way. Some comic books that I found each for like less than $5 a piece. Switch games. Cuphead. Something happened to Cuphead's milk. These are my AirPods. They're in like a Yeezy box like those over there. Got the Oculus Quest 2 over here, a relic item. This is like here as a freaking museum piece. It's a blue snowball. I don't use it anymore since I have the Shure mic over there, but that's what used to be connected to that arm. Then we go down here. We got Vault Boy record player. Don't have any records right now playing on there, but I will soon. I don't know what records I'm gonna have playing on there, but it's hard for this thing to even get powered on because there's nowhere to plug it into anymore. A lot of wire stuff going on. Got some pops down here, Fortnite, Star Wars, a bunch of them. I got a candle right there, a plant. This is actually kind of out of order. A lot of PS2 games behind these pops back here. That was a Christmas gift, the Minty Legends pack, Fortnite, Cards Against Humanity. There's a motherboard down there, but that is the shelf. Yeah, there's a lot of meaningful things on this shelf. It's like a memorial to my cat. It's things that I like and just very cool to have. This is not hung up right now, but we'll find a place for it eventually. Did I get everything? Under the desk, I got a racing wheel, camera bag, some boxes. The scar was actually a Christmas gift as well, and I think we pretty much covered everything. The reason that you probably noticed this, the reason there's no armrest on this side is because it had a loose screw underneath. These tend to be sensitive. This chair was also a gift. I have a lot of gifts in the setup that I've put to good use. Like there's an Elgato, a chair, a lot of these other things that are special to me. They were gifts, and I've made good use of them and incorporated them in this setup. But that is pretty much the setup. That's my corner. This is the content creation and gaming area that I use. Very important and crucial and special to me. And we're just here to document this point in time where this is what my setup was looking like. Normally, I try to make my videos look as aesthetically pleasing as possible and show as little of a mess that I can, because I don't like to show all of that, but I wanted to make this a realistic video in the sense of that this is what I have, this is what I use to make content, to play video games, and just like you guys, I am a regular person creating videos and playing games, but I aspire to be much more and have a much better setup in the future. Just like I didn't have everything that I have right now at some point, you guys can also move up and upgrade your setups as you go, and I'm here to show you that. If you have any questions about my setup, any peripherals, or anything that you want to know about what's right for your setup or anything like that, just feel free to comment, let me know, ask me. I'm down to talk about it. You guys know that's what I'm here for, talk about video games and to share my experience as a gamer and content creator with you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this. This is kind of a longer video. I'm editing this entire thing on my phone and recording it on my phone, so don't expect the craziest quality. Next video will probably be back on the computer setup with the camera and everything like that. I also had a spare camera back there somewhere, which I used to make music videos and stuff for people on before I started using the one that's on the ring light. Like, there's a lot to this stuff, and it's gonna keep changing, and I'm excited to see where it goes. And I'm just here to tell you guys that I'm going to continue doing the best I can. I appreciate each and every one of you that support this vision that I have to be and become a better and bigger creator. And as always, I will see you guys on the next video.